Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ice Pack Show of the Twin Cities. We are live from Studio 24 in downtown Minneapolis. Now this is a talk show where we cover everything cool happening in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Today we'll be talking about celebrity gossip, Twin City events, celebrity interviews, and viewer mail. I am your host, John Marino, and I'm here with Misty Germain, celebrity blogger. All right. Hey! Twin Cities comedian Greg Coleman. Hey! And event socialite JD Darashuk. All right. Welcome to the show. Now we have some very special guests that are hanging out with us in Studio 24. First is from ABC's hit TV show The Bachelorette, Alessandro Goulart. He's going to be joining us and telling us all about his experience with Emily. And I can't wait to hear more about that.
I'm very excited for that.
Very interesting. Also with us is movie director Kristen Schauff, who is the director of Bikes Over Baghdad. He's going to be sitting down with us and talking to us about everything, what it takes to make that movie, and he will be airing it in Sundance Film Festival. So we're looking forward to him as well. So before we get started, I want to remind all of you guys that you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and much more, YouTube, Ustream. And this is an interactive show, so what we want to do is hear from you guys. So if you guys have any questions about any of the guests that you feel like we should be asking our guests, please hashtag the Ice Pack, P-A-K, and we will make sure that we ask our guests and follow along, because it's as much about us as it is about you guys, so make sure that you respond accordingly. Also, after the show, you can always check us out and the recap at theicepack.com and check out for more events and any more details as well from tonight's show. Now that we have covered our bases, first let's get right to it. We're going to start off with celebrity gossip, and Missy's going to tell us what's happening from all the news from Hollywood and what she's covering at Bit and Bound. So thank you for coming on the show.
You bet. I'm excited for the gossip this week because there's some things in the news that I've been wanting to hear about, so I knew Missy'd have it for us.
I'm guessing you're talking about Chris
Yes,
Humphries.
I am.
Yep, Chris signed a 2-year deal with the Brooklyn Nets for $24 million. And he's pretty proud of himself about that, and he should be. That's $24 million for 2 years. But he's taken a little dig at Kanye West on Twitter.
Really?
Oh, for sure. Because Kanye wrote a song for Kim, and then it had a dig on Chris Humphries, saying that he could have his buddy
Jay
Jay-Z.
should have cut your ass.
Yep, should have cut your ass. And so he tweeted, and I want to get this right, so he tweeted yesterday, lucky I didn't have Jay drop me from the team. And then he added, LOL.
Shots fired. That's what I'm saying. Show Minnesota, we ain't no punks up here. You know what I mean?
Who has LOL to make it?
Well, he's got all. He's from the Burbs. He's from the Burbs. But that was a nice shot. 24 mil. All right, come on, 24 million?
And to be on the team
For 2
owned
years?
by Jay.
Right.
I mean, Jay owns the Brooklyn
He's
Nets.
part owner.
So, right,
Yeah.
part owner.
Right.
So,
Okay, so there's more on him. Okay, so right now they're getting together, subpoenaing people to go on the divorce for him and Kim, and his affair. It wasn't even an affair. He wasn't even married. So
Right.
his booty
Booty
call.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah, booty call.
Yep. His booty call has been awarded 2 subpoenas to go in, and of course by Chris's team.
Oh, I read about that on
Kim's
your
team.
website.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm glad that you went there. Bitandbound.com.
Yeah?
Yep. So at the end of
Not
July,
one, but two from the same lawyer.
Right. Right. And they
I
wanted
didn't know
to
you could do that.
Yep. Okay. So here's the great part about that. So Mila, or I think it's Mila,
Okay.
tweeted to Kim. So her and Chris did their own little shots yesterday.
Yeah.
So hers was to Kim that said, "Why don't you enjoy your Miami trip and stop sending private investigators to my house? Stop dragging me into your drama."
oh, she
Ouch.
tweeted that to Kim, or she just
She
tweeted that
tweeted
out?
it, and it was for Kim.
Implied to
Yeah.
Kim.
Interesting.
Oh.
Which is funny because she brought herself into this drama and has enjoyed every single second of it,
Oh, yeah.
down to pretending she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I bet she wished she was pregnant now. At 24 mil?
Oh,
She
So
should
what I
have been.
wonder is,
I thought she was tweeting that she was pregnant. Is she not pregnant
then
now?
she backed out.
Oh,
of
she
it.
hey,
backed
we
out of
talked
that.
about this last week.
Okay.
She
Yeah, go to
decided it wasn't true.
theicepack.com. Rewatch that
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, right.
So, but do you think that, so Kanye and Jay are friends?
Oh, they're best friends. They tour
best
together.
friends, and now Kim's with Kanye. So is
Yeah.
that going to be awkward? I wonder if we'll see Kanye and Kim at a Jay, on a Jay and Bay outing.
I
at a
don't
game.
think it'll be awkward at all. And here's what I think. How perfect. Okay, so does Kim get some of that money because she's technically still married to Chris?
Oh, I don't know. I guess that divorce is going to get interesting.
Well, then would he get some Kim money though? Because Kim making more than
I
him.
haven't seen Kim get a $24 million two-year deal.
Oh,
But she's making
Yeah.
more
Oh,
than
she's
Chris.
making a ton of money, but that's
Yeah.
a big chunk of change.
Yeah, that's nice for. Yeah, he better hold on to it too. You better enjoy it.
yeah. Hopefully he won't spend it on any more rings.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, so the next up, just quickly, let's talk about Tom Cruise.
Sure,
I know,
yep. What's the latest
Hopefully
going
next
on there?
week we'll be done with this.
Okay.
He's back in town. He came in yesterday to visit Surrey.
Okay.
Um,
In New York.
Yep, in New
Okay.
York, and he's pretty upset and has had his lawyer firing off some paperwork to Life and Style magazine, who did a cover saying that he has abandoned his child. Now
Ouch.
everybody knows that he's on set filming,
Yep,
and
yep.
so they've come back with that he's talked to her every day. I don't think for 1 minute Tom's a bad dad. I think
No.
that's not really what I'm reporting on, because I don't think that's the case. Do I think he's a little loony? Sure. Hey, and one more thing on Tom Cruise. They're saying that he possibly is already lining up his next bride.
Oh,
No way.
it's amazing.
I know. Okay, so
How old is she?
she's pretty young. I think it was 27 years old,
Of course.
and she is considered a Scientology princess, and that they dated for a short period of time right before he was with Katie.
Interesting.
Yep, so they're talking that, but that's just fun talk, right?
That just shows the difference of money between Chris and Kim and Tom Cruise. Because Chris and Kim send tweet shots. This guy
Right.
sends paperwork.
Yeah.
Like, it's official. Like, don't talk about me, man. It's in paper. Like, that's some big money right there. I bet he does have someone lined up. Hey, if she don't work out, Tom, holler at me, man. For real. I'll get Scientologist. I'll try it out.
Yeah, Tom, if you're ever in Minneapolis, please stop by the Ice Pack. We definitely would like to have you on. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's what I've got. So you can check me out at bittenandbound.com daily
Okay.
for the latest news.
Great.
And I think that JD is super excited for our next segment.
I am so excited about this. So I have a guilty pleasure. I'll admit it now, and it is watching The Bachelorette and The Bachelor. So there it
As
is.
is many women out there in
It's
the
out
viewing
there.
audience.
It's,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's out there. It's my guilty pleasure on Monday nights, and so that makes me extra excited about this guest. We have from this Alessandro Goulart. He's with us. He dated Emily on this season's The Bachelorette.
Yep.
So let's bring him on and ask him some questions.
All right, let's bring him in the hot seat. All right, Alessandro, everybody.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
everybody
Welcome
going?
to the Ice Pack. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for having me over.
Before we get started, I did bring something to make you a little more comfortable on the show
Wow.
here.
Oh.
So I brought him a rose. Unfortunately, in the heat of my car, it's gotten a little wilty.
That's
But
a
will
very
you,
ugly rose, but I'll take
will
it.
you still accept my
I'll tell you
rose?
what, Emily's rose was prettier, okay? But I'll accept
Dirty Rose.
But she didn't bring you on a talk show. You know, just
That's very
an
nice.
ABC network
You
show.
know what? Emily had to pay attention in 25 guys. And
Yes.
Here, I'm the guy, so that's
Yeah,
That's right.
We'll
Thanks,
give you
that's
all
good.
of our attention. So we're very excited to have you, and I think we all have a couple questions for
Yeah.
you. But Missy, you can get started.
Okay, so we had asked some questions for our Twitter viewers, and so we picked one of the questions from our Twitter viewers, and it comes from Karen Page W. from Star, South Carolina, and she tweeted, she said, I'd like to ask him what was his most memorable from The Bachelorette. What's your most memorable
I
moment?
think that when you get out of the limo and you go upstairs and meet Emily, I mean, that's just, I mean, I couldn't really say like what I was saying. I was so nervous. I mean, I was shaking, and I know I spoke a few words in Portuguese, and like I was all messed up. But I mean, that's just, I mean, like I said, most guys had the same impression. I mean, everybody said, I don't even know like what I just said. I mean, it's just so, she was just, you know, that golden dress, looking so amazing to me. So she looks better live than, you know, we see her on TV. She's gorgeous. She looks better live, and like I said, I think that was the most memorable moment for sure.
Any attraction there right away then? Are
Oh,
you-
for sure, yeah.
Okay.
You know, you're shaking, and then you get to touch her, say, and that's what I said. Emily, I'm like, you're real. I mean, you're right here. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool.
So was that the first time you saw her? Like, or did you know?
No, it was the first time ever.
So you were nervous because she was fine, or like you're on TV and like, yo, I don't want
The
to
whole
mess this
thing.
up.
I mean, you have
Yeah, we were
cameras
thinking about the
around, and then
camera.
the main thing, you're getting to meet the Bachelorette.
That
I
is-
mean, how? I mean,
And did you know it was Emily going into it, or you weren't told?
well, when I signed up, no, but
Okay.
yeah, before
Before
we,
you got there,
we
you
knew,
know.
And did you watch last season's The Bachelor to see her on
Yeah,
the show?
yeah, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and then like when I found out it was her, I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I felt pretty, lucky,
Right.
and, special. So.
Okay, so how is dating? I don't know. Maybe you can. Well, you've been kicked off, as everybody knows now. So it's down to the final 2 on the show. Has it improved your dating life since you've been back home?
That's a good
or?
question. I'd say yes, but I mean,
High quality.
I mean, and I wasn't expecting it.
Being
all.
on
I
TV
mean,
doesn't hurt,
I
right?
wasn't really expecting that. I mean, I had no clue how popular, how many people watch this show.
Oh, it's a pretty big
It's
show.
a big
yeah.
show.
And I mean, I knew it was, but I mean, I had no clue how big it was. And like, after the first week, people were recognizing me on the streets, and girls come and take pictures. I mean, that was like the coolest thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
how awesome is that? I mean,
Yeah.
It's like Monday Night Football for women. Seriously.
there you go.
Yeah.
All summer long. All summer
Friends
long.
who turn their phones off. You know I'm watching The Bachelor. Die.
And you know what? I hear from a bunch of guys like, dude, I have to watch that show because my girlfriend,
Right.
she watches it, so she makes me watch with her.
Yes, I've been guilty of doing that to a past ex. I have definitely had him watch The Bachelorette with me, so I'm one of those. So here's another question for you. How long does the rose ceremony actually take? Because I've had a little bit of reality TV back in my day, and I know that our cut ceremonies, as we had, were
Yeah.
about 3-4 hours long. How long
Well,
is that for
not
you
that
guys?
long. But it takes longer. I mean, because it's slow. She's gonna think. She's gonna think. Well, it takes some time for her to think who she's gonna call, and I don't know, maybe an hour.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
That's not that bad.
So it's actually not as bad, but
No.
it certainly isn't the 2-minute clip we see on TV.
No,
So,
no.
A little agonizing, is it though? A little agonizing to stand up there waiting for her to handle the
Yeah,
rose
I was like the first night. It was we were the cocktail party went on all night, and I was by the end of the night I was just so tired. You drank whiskey all night, and it was freaking
Tired,
late
yeah.
at night. Birds are already singing outside, and like.
And they're still filming?
And we're still filming, yeah.
Oh
And
my
the rose ceremony takes forever. I was just shutting my eyes down.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I hear my name. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm here. I'm sticking around for another week. So.
Right.
So now when you're watching the show, did you have any cringe moments watching yourself on TV with your friends and family when you're sitting there?
I watched it by myself. I mean,
oh, you
yeah.
did?
Yeah, actually, the premiere, I missed it because I was flying from home that night, and then I got in Chicago that morning, and my phone just exploded in text messages like, "WTF? You're in the because I mean, I kind of kept that in secret.
Right.
So
Oh, you did?
yeah, just my best friends and my family knew. I mean, most people didn't know.
Okay.
I just kept that in secret. So I mean, I thought it would be a cool, good surprise. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Yeah, but I watched. I mean, I watched it at home by
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Any like, oh, I wish I didn't say that on TV or anything like that? Any of those
Yeah,
moments?
but thank God, some stuff that I said that I didn't go on air. So,
Okay.
That's
Yeah, we don't edit here. This is live.
I know.
Yeah.
So I better watch.
All
Yeah.
right. So, okay, before we have you out of here, I want to do a rapid 5 question with you, okay? So just tell me right what comes to your mind when I ask these questions. So who took the longest of the bachelors to get ready in the bathroom?
Ryan.
Okay, I guessed that one. I guessed that one for sure. All right, if you were to choose out of your group of bachelors who would be the next bachelor, who would you pick?
Sean for sure.
Sean.
Sean?
Great guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He seems to be America's sweetheart right now.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I really hope he's the next one.
Okay.
He deserves it.
Maybe I'll sign up then. Huh? Who knows? All right, if you had to do it over again, yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. Best abs in the house.
Mine.
Right, of course, Minnesota.
All right, and final
Good
question:
answer.
who do you think Emily is going to pick?
Ari.
You think Ari?
I think so, and I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm torn.
Good guy,
I kind of like Jeff with the 1F.
He's a good guy too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Jeff with the 1F.
That's how they refer to him.
So, all right. Well, we'll have to tune in on Sunday night. Is that right? That's the
Sunday night, yep.
Sunday
Final
night.
Rose. Final Rose airs this Sunday night, 7 o'clock, and we'll see if Ari or 1F Jeff gets picked.
That's right. That's right. Well, Alessandro, thank you so much for stopping
Thanks for
by
having me
the
on.
Ice Pack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Studio 24. We're looking forward to watching the finale on ABC Sunday night. at 7 p.m. Also, you can follow Alessandro on Facebook. Subscribe to him, check him out. He's got a bunch of fun pictures on there of everything that's happening and going on with him. So right now we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to find out what's happening in and around the Twin Cities with our very own JD, and also recap last week. And also we'll be sitting down with Christian Schauff to talk about his movie, Bikes Over Baghdad. But first, enjoy the video music break brought to you by Sorella Wine and Spirits, featuring Minneapolis singer-songwriter Brother Ali, Take Me Home.
You.
Baby, come near to me and truly hear me. And I promise if you take me home, I'll sing you a song.
And we're back to the Ice Bags show of the Twin Cities, live from downtown Minneapolis at Studio 24. I am here with all of my hosts, but now in the next segment we are covering everything that's happening in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, and the Metro. So with us to cover it all is JD.
Yeah. So
Hey!
what's going on? What's going on? You know, I'm very happy we just had Alessandro on. That made me
Yeah,
happy.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It was good to have him in here.
Got the inside scoop.
Got the
I'm
inside
definitely going to be paying
scoop.
to the finale on Sunday.
I will be tuning in as well. So, okay, well, on to events, what's happening around the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, let me just recap a few things that I went to last weekend. So Thursday night was the Tank Show. I went to that. I got to say that was an awesome event. Nearly,
it was good.
It really was. It was a nearly sold out crowd. Everybody really dressed up for it, and you know, it was a great, very well put on event. So you know, shouts out to So Classy and Next Level for putting that event on. Hopefully, they'll bring us more. I ran into Rick from Mint Condition. So he told me, got a little inside scoop here. There is going to be a show at First Avenue at the end of September. and that's right when their album comes out. Their album comes out September 25th.
Okay.
They've got a show at First Ave, so we'll be covering that later when that
yeah.
comes around. But I think maybe we'll try it here on the show, maybe. So.
And I liked all the pictures on Instagram and Twitter that you were taking while you were
yes,
at the
and
event.
actually
Very
everybody
interesting.
Thank you.
Make sure you fill everybody in where
I
they can
will.
follow
So
you.
tomorrow morning, you can head over to the icepack.com with a K and go under the What's Happening Now tab. There'll be pictures up from my outings, my out and about that I went to this past weekend. So I've got some they're a little bit blurry, but I got some good close-ups of Tank. I was really close to him as he came out, so it was
Very
pretty
cool.
exciting. And then Saturday night, I went over to Ray Edwards' 1050 modeling launch.
That's right.
Yep,
Tell us about that last
He
week.
plays for the Falcons. He was with the Vikings, and he's got a passion for fashion. So I got to say that was an awesome event, especially coming from a fashion background. To be able to watch a style off and watch the fashion show and not be producing it was amazing. They did a great job.
What was your favorite part?
Oh,
Was it the food or the music or the
I mean,
people?
definitely the fashion. Definitely the fashion.
Okay.
And I got to say, my hair and makeup artist
Yeah.
that gets me glam every week here on the Ice Pack, she attended with me, so we got to sit front row. And our clothing stylist.
Well, you got to give her a shout out on the show.
Ely Wydell, thank you very much for always keeping me gorgeous. And the woman that dresses us every week on the show, India Rambo, she also was in attendance that night from
I have a question.
Yes.
Did Ray have on a damn shirt?
He did, and he did.
Thank
and, you. And he looked very dapper, I must say, in his suit. And there is, I think, a photo actually went up while we've been talking here on our link. So, photo of Ray and I, and you can see that as well on the Ice Pack's website. So, thanks to everybody that attended that event, and thanks for having me there. It was great. How was Kid Rock, by the way?
Kid Rock was fantastic.
That was Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was an outdoor concert. I haven't been to any outdoor concerts in a long time. And at the Mystic Lake Amphitheater, and the music was fantastic. No reverb. Like at Target Center XL.
Yeah.
And it was just Kid Rock sounded great. The guy's super talented, and I really enjoyed it.
So I had to ask: did you notice the female guitarist in his band?
Or you mean the female drummer?
No, female guitarist. From what I read.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, she was backup vocals, and then she did. She played. What's the duet that he did with
Sheryl Crow.
Sheryl Crow.
Okay.
She did that
Okay.
part too.
So I read an interesting article actually the other day that she's a local lady. She's
Yeah.
been touring with Kid Rock for 3 years.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, she
so
sounded
yeah, that's
fantastic.
cool.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome. So
It was
yeah.
a lot of fun. I really liked it. It sounded great. So.
Awesome. You got photos too on Instagram?
And you know who else was there?
Who?
I don't know if I told you this, but Rich from 1323 Photography
Oh.
was one section over, just a couple seats over, and he was there with his.
Just enjoying.
That's
Not
right.
there taking pictures. I'm sure.
Well, he was
Shot
taking
well,
pictures, so
I'm
he's there
sure,
with his
but-
wife.
Right.
and everything
That's
like that.
awesome.
So, yeah, no, it was really cool to see
I
him.
would like to
And
go
he's the one who
next
took the
time.
photos of everything at the Ice
We'll go
Pack.
together,
So,
maybe.
1323.com. Rich, check him out.
Fantastic.
Let him
Good.
know.
Well, awesome. Well, we obviously Minneapolis had a lot going on last weekend, and as
Yes.
we do this weekend, Aquatennial is going on. This
Going on right
weekend.
now, in
Going
fact.
on right now, actually. Yep.
A parade right down there, Torchlight Parade right
Yep.
behind us.
Center Point Touchlight Parade's going on right now.
My mama's
And-
down there. What's up, Mom?
Is she really? She went tonight? It was crazy coming up Hennepin to come to
Yeah.
Studio
Yeah.
24
I
tonight.
was
Yeah.
late.
I rode with my bike. I went through the traffic right there.
Yeah, that's
There
what
is
I
a
need
lot
to
of
do.
people in downtown Minneapolis right now.
So it's the 10 best days of summer going on through, it's been going on since last week. It's
That's right.
ending this coming Saturday. So a couple of the highlights I'd like to touch on before Aquatennial ends is Thursday and Friday, actually right here outside of Studio 24
Yep.
at One Financial Plaza. The Lipton Iced Tea Aquatennial Tennis Classic is going on. And
Yeah.
I just think this is kind of unique and different and
Yeah.
fun. If you want to get a little taste of Wimbledon in Minneapolis, come down to One Financial Plaza. It's free, it's open to the public, and it's all ages, and it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thursday and Friday.
Now
So
I've seen KS95 down there handing out the waters
Yeah.
and everything, and everybody, because it's so hot and humid recently. I mean, everybody is like just.
guzzle
Do
it.
you ever go
Guzzling.
down and play?
Do I?
Yeah.
No. You
Never-
wouldn't
it's
want to see.
actual-
You guys wouldn't want to
Buddy
see me
was
play
playing
tennis.
there.
And it's actual pros playing in it. So
I know, but
Oh, you thought John snuck on the court?
right.
Like when they were all
Right
down there
there.
playing, you can
It's
get in
too.
the court
It's
first.
way too hot for me to be outside hitting a green ball. I won't do it.
All right. Well, the other couple things going on. Another one of my ice picks. The Global Dance Festival is going on actually tonight through Friday. This is at the Brit, which is across from Epic. And hopefully they worked out their sound issues that they had. When it first opened, there was a lot of logistics and sound issues. I've heard that they've revamped it. So
Yeah.
this is
I've been there
it's good.
since.
They've
Yeah.
got a couple concerts there.
sounds like it's going to be a
The
better.
fashion show was there.
Yeah, fashion show
Yeah.
was there. They're good. The brick is
Brick is back on.
Yeah, I saw Tim Mahoney there.
So the
And
break
so-
is back up.
Yeah, very
Well,
good.
that's good because they have they've got 3 days worth of events going on. You know, this local DJ and event producer, his name's Jack Trash. He goes by DJ Trash a lot.
Yeah,
You know, he
I follow him on Facebook.
He does the sound and motion shows.
That's
so
right.
He, you know, he's a trusted voice in the Twin Cities when it comes to house, trance, dubstep
Yep.
music. So he's put his stamp of approval on this. He's co-promoting it. And so he'll be out there. They've got bands Above and Beyond, Mord Fustang, AC Slater, 12th Planet. And actually, this isn't really my type of music, but I gotta say I do like Wolfgang Gartner, and he'll be out there tomorrow night. And I think one of our staff members from the show here won tickets today to go. So she'll so she'll be able to give us the scoop next week on that.
Lucky.
So tickets are $35 to $40 at the door, and every night tonight through Friday. 18 plus show, doors open at 8 o'clock. So that's that. You know, I've got to throw something free into the mix. So here's my free pick of the week. Tomorrow night, actually, in Powderhorn Park is 80s classic Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Movies in
love
the
that
park,
movie.
I love
it. Maybe I should ask Alessandro to go with me tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know.
He's still here?
Yeah,
I think he is, right?
That's free.
I hope he's hanging out.
nowhere.
Yeah, we got to open bars.
He ain't going nowhere.
He can't go nowhere.
Tomorrow night, Ferris Bueller Day Off in the park. That's my free pick of the week. On Friday night, I love this. JD Hoyt's is doing a cigar dinner. So love that. It's $39.
What a great place.
Yeah, it's a great place. It kind of has that, you know, New York, Manhattan sort of. Oh, Missy's got her cigar ready to go.
There you go.
Perfect. It's $39. It's dinner, cigar, and valet included at 7 o'clock on Friday. But you do have to RSVP. They sell out when they do these. So you can go to theicepack.com and we'll have links up tomorrow on how to do that. And I would also love to attend that. I love a good cigar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, and then
The JD Hoyts.
so we'll all go for the cigars. You can go for the steak.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take the tab, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
All right.
I'm gonna take it. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I meant
Take
pay
it to
for
the
it.
trash. Oh no. Damn.
I meant pay for it.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then on Saturday, I love this. I think this is right up there with the Tomato Fest they had last weekend. The Salvation Army, this is an official Aquatennial event. Salvation Army is doing the Most Amazing Race. This is modeled after the popular show, The Amazing Race.
Which I love.
Love it. They are, this is sponsored by WCCO. Thing is, you have to register for this by midnight tonight. So what it is on Saturday, in your pairs, you go down to the U of M. They're going to compete the morning half and limit. There's already over 200 teams already signed up for this. So they'll eliminate it down to the top 20.
Okay.
And then that afternoon, the top 20 compete all around the Twin Cities in different challenges.
Very
Wow.
cool.
Yes, they can only.
Dang it,
They
we
can
gotta
only.
get in this.
Yes,
You gotta register.
They can only use Metro Transit,
Okay.
the nice ride bikes that are around town,
Oh.
or by foot.
I like that twist.
Right, I
I
love
like that.
this. I love it. And so they're going to compete in mental and physical challenges. And here's this is awesome. The winning pair wins $5,000.
Cash,
Wow.
homie.
Right, and then all of the rest of the money, of course, goes to the Salvation Army for all the
Which is
many,
awesome, too.
many causes
Can you
they
still
support.
sign
Yeah.
up for this?
So so if anyone out there is
Till midnight
interested in this, you have until midnight tonight to sign up. It is $200 for a pair. It's a write-off because it's to the Salvation Army. And at 5:30. The finish line festivities kick off, which is live music, food trucks. There's going to be games and all sorts of things going on. So if you don't make it to register for the race, you can still go down and watch the finishing team come across the line, get their $5,000 check. And the great thing is this leads right into my last ice pick of the week, which is the Target fireworks.
That's right.
So the
I
ending,
can't wait.
Yeah,
I love them. They're actually bigger than July 4th.
They are.
I love them.
There's actually been a lot, several write-ups around the Twin Cities that these are some of the largest fireworks in the country, actually.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot of fun.
It's pretty big. Bigger than most of the 4th of July ones, like John said. And so this is you can see the Target fireworks they launch them near the Stone Arch Bridge, which is exactly where the Most Amazing Race ends.
Oh, really?
So it's perfect, yeah. So you can go to the ending, watch that, and then stay
Wow,
and
that
watch
is
the
fun.
fireworks. So pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
The Most Amazing Race.
Good stuff.
Very creative by the Salvation Army, I think.
It's hard to beat this town in the summer, man.
Really, it
There's
is.
so
There's
much stuff going
10
on.
best days of the summer.
We got the Twins playing baseball right behind us right now on Target
yeah,
Field.
We
We
saw
got
fireworks a little bit
the
ago.
torchlight parade.
There's everything. There's people running around, parades everywhere. I couldn't get out of my neighborhood. I mean, it was a good thing though. Minneapolis, you got tons of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Even comedy at Grumpy's. I mean, whatever you want.
Yeah, is there any comedy
right.
going on this weekend we need to check out?
Comedy this weekend. Next week we have a lot of shows.
Okay.
Comedy Corner on Friday. Comedy Corner Underground. Friday nights always guaranteed a good show.
We have one coming up that we're supposed to go to, don't we?
Then we got next week
Yeah.
on the Ice Pack of the Twin Cities. We have Miss Shannon.
She's
Twin
coming
Cities.
in?
She is coming
Oh,
in.
good.
We just found out confirmation yesterday that she's
Good.
going to come on the show.
Fantastic.
She's going to be performing at the Minnehaha Comedy Club down in Shakopee, and
And we have another
27th,
show
28th.
too. Yeah, but we're gonna talk about it next week.
That's right.
Next week.
Absolutely. That's
All
for
right.
next week.
So those
Okay.
are my ice picks of the week. Like I said, guys, you can go to www.theicepackwithak.com and you can see pictures there from events I attend or all of my ice picks from this week that you might want to check out yourselves. And if you're out and about at any of these or something else fun, make sure that you
Hit us up.
hit us up.
Hit us
at
up.
The Ice Pack.
Ice Pack.
You can find me at Ms. JD Style. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Find us.
And of course, if you have anything that you want to add to the list out there, make sure you email JD at jd@theicepack.com, and we'll make sure that we include it on the
We
list.
sure will.
All right, right. Well, thanks for getting us up to
Keeping me
date. Yeah,
informed.
keeping us informed on what's going on in Twin Cities, very important. And now when we come back, we're going to be sitting down with Christian Schauff. So right now, enjoy the music video. We found a very funny YouTube video of Minnesota Girl by Mippy5, and this is sponsored by Behind the Scenes Fashion in downtown Minneapolis. We'll be back after this.
They're really surfable. Bikinis on top and a cherry on top.
What is it about California girls that is so special? How about Minnesota girls?
I don't know, what do Minnesota girls have to offer that California girls don't?
I know a place with summer, winter, spring, and autumn. 10,000 lakes, finding a beach is not a problem. Chewing lutefisk, lying underneath the pine trees. Lovers next, bust their axe, trying to creep a little sneak peek at us. You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to a great bell toll. Once you wiggle with us, you'll be falling in love. Minnesota girls were unforgettable, waterproof boots and flannel on top. Wind shaped skin will turn your legs to popsicles. Minnesota girls are Spanish friable, farm fresh done, we're working every block. Midwest represent, now zip your jackets up. Stars in the sky, instead of only on the sidewalks. You jam in my van, Prince is on the stereo. You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to a great bell toll. Once you wiggle with us, you'll be falling in love. Minnesota girls were unforgettable, waterproof boots and flannel on top. Wind shaped skin will turn your legs to popsicles. Minnesota girls are Spanish friable, farm fresh fun, we're working every block. Midwest represent, now zip your jackets up.
Spray on tan, now we ready. Need a shovel, this snow is heavy. Oof, duh, the big Midwest. These are the girls I love the best. I met her at Lake Wobegon. 34 degrees with no coat was on. She's a hometown girl. We went to Valley Fair, did the tilt-a-whirl. And then, on the Mall of America. California dude, please stop staring, bro. Keep on staring, on to Target Field. Ask Joe Mauer, these burns are real. Outside ball, we're hanging out. We'll play through hail without a doubt. You got the Lakers, we've got the Wolves.
And we are back, and thank you for joining us. That was a great video by Minnesota Girl of a Mippy 5. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Over 2 million views play off of Katy Perry. I really enjoyed that. So now also remember, you guys can also tweet us any question you have for any of our guests, Alessandro or Christian, right now. That just hashtag the Ice Pack and we'll make sure that we ask Christian throughout our segment here. So don't forget that. Or if you want to find us on Facebook, or if you guys are watching on Facebook, you can also click on the Ustream app on there and watch us live right now on our Facebook page, which is great. So we're very excited to have with us the director of Bikes Over Baghdad, who's going to be airing at the Sundance Film Festival. Please give a warm welcome to Christian Schauff. All right, hey! Welcome to the show. Welcome to Studio 24.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh,
How are you?
Hi, good
Hi,
to see you.
I'll hug you later.
So, yeah, right?
Okay.
Good turn too.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming on. I know you've been really busy traveling all over the world.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And just happened to work out that you were in town this week to sit down with us and talk to us a little bit about the movie that you guys have been working on for quite a while here. And just came out. You guys released it in June 14th.
We did a private screening.
Private
The way it works is this is my first time doing something like this, and
Okay.
I wanted to get some feedback and see what people thought. So it was kind of a friends and family thing, which the local media was really supportive and picked up on. Kind of became a not so private thing. But
And
you know
Missy,
what?
you attended this, is that
It
right?
was amazing. Really,
I didn't
really
pay her to say that.
it really was amazing. And sitting there, I thought to myself, I feel really lucky to have been invited to this.
Wow,
It was
thanks.
that great.
Yeah. In fact, when she got done, at the premiere, she reached out to me and said, "You know what, John? We got to book Christian on the show. This guy is fantastic, and the audience is really going to love it." And when I was checking out and doing the research for the show and everything like that, I totally agree. So
Cool.
I think you brought with you a clip
Yeah.
of the movie that I think first we just want to say, does it need any setup?
Well, this is just a 60-second slam together, a bunch of different scenes from the movie. So it's not actually a clip out of the movie, but kind of gives you a good overview of some of the things we went up against and saw. And it's pretty wild. It's a very unique experience for sure.
Yeah. So right now, let's roll the clip, and then we'll discuss it right after this.
Okay, so why don't you? I love the guys also that were in the video with you, the guys that
Yeah.
you work with, are with
Yeah.
all the time. Now, I can't remember exactly how many times you've been over to see the troops and perform for the troops. It's a lot.
I've been over 15 times.
To Baghdad or
to Iraq.
Iraq?
Yeah. So what happened was my band went over the first time. I have a band called Catch Penny, and through a series of events, we ended up having a contract with the Department of Defense to supply more entertainment.
Oh,
so
wow.
we sent the Pussycat Dolls, Hoobastank. Our band went 8 or 9 times. System of a Down, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Quiet Drive from Minneapolis. A ton of bands, and I just kept thinking there's got to be something else we could do.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends that are X Games athletes and just really talented. And my friend is one of the best ramp builders in the world, builds all the X Games ramps. And
Yeah.
we started we actually were snowboarding and skiing one day out in Copper Mountain in Colorado. And
Okay.
kind of came up with the idea and said, let's go for it. So that's what happened.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That all right. I'm in awe because right now it's just like a life. Like, hey man, I see this need. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
And like, let's go do it. And you're doing it. Like that's amazing. You're living. you're God.
What am I?
Just sign up.
All right.
Right there, man.
So, brotherly love from one Minnesotan.
Yeah, man.
One of my favorite quotes, and I don't know who said it, but life is not a dress rehearsal, right? And
Right.
it's like every day that goes, you're never going to get it back. So
Right.
for a long time, I've just tried to maximize every day, and I think once you start doing that, doors just really open and things happen.
You are
You know.
right.
Yeah, very true about
And
that.
then, so quick, just plug in now. How you were talking about you had a contract with the
Department of
with
Defense.
Department of
Yeah.
Defense. Now you made a sound system that can fit into a Blackhawk. So now you provide up to 40% of the entertainment that's going on over.
We're not really in Iraq anymore, so that's kind of over. But for about 3 years, Yeah, we were sending about 2 bands or 2 different tours every month.
I have to ask you, a friend of rapper Paul Wall is a friend of mine, and his manager's a friend of mine, and I know he's gone over a couple times. Was that ever through you in any
That
way?
wasn't through me. There was
Okay.
about 6 or 7 different organizations, including the USO, that
I
do
think
things
it
like
was
this.
actually the USO then.
And the USO handled kind of the bigger shows. Our specialty was kind of getting to the...
Pussycat Dolls is pretty big.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
I know.
And who was saying,
Yeah, they were big, but
down.
our specialty was getting to the smaller bases and the places that nobody had been able to get to
Right.
before.
Oh,
So like
okay.
he was saying,
Yeah.
they used to have to fly in everywhere, and they couldn't go where there weren't landing strips, which are usually the bases that would pop up quickly or real small.
Got it.
So we developed this high-powered system that would fit into a Black Hawk helicopter that allowed us to drop in, which also obviously took the danger level up.
Now, how do you experiment with
Yeah.
that, man? Who has a Black Hawk that in your backyard you're like, let's just figure out how the
We-
sound's going to work in this thing?
We just found the dimensions of inside and what we
Okay.
could fit in there, and kind of measured everything, and it was just a physics problem, you know.
Now, on Twitter, Britta Dwyer just retweeted that. She said, you're hot. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Hey, Brittany, what happened, man? It's supposed to be my movie.
Okay,
Thanks.
there's so much that, I mean, this interview could go on for a long time because you
Yeah.
have so much that goes on in your world. I mean, you really do live every day to the fullest. When, I know it's going to be Sundance, but when do you think that everybody else is going to get to see this movie?
Well, that's
Yeah, no kidding. We want to share with all
Trust me.
what is the Ice Pack audience going to be,
I would love
included
to
in
show
this.
everybody tonight. We have to wait because as we're submitting to film festivals, we kind of have to kind of wait and see where that shakes out.
Okay.
And one of the other routes is we've had a lot of great sponsors on these tours: Harley Davidson, GoPro cameras, DC shoes, Wigwam socks, people like that. And I've also been talking to them. It's expensive to make a documentary, and I really want to tell this story. So my brother and I and our good friend Stephanie Dillon kind of put the money forward to make this happen. And I've got 2 goals. One is to make sure as many people see this as they can, and 2 is just to try to break even. So I just want to.
How's the second goal going for you?
Yeah, well, right now I'm in the hole.
You know, okay.
I feel good about it, and I think the end product was solid,
Oh,
and we'll see what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a leap of faith, and you got to do it.
Absolutely.
You are so much more than just that. How about let's talk about what you've got going on besides that? How about Harley Davidson? Let's talk about them a little bit.
Sure. So I interned with them 10 years ago, and I've just been close to them for a long time. And I they were a sponsor of Bikes Over Baghdad, and kind of the young adult outreach is a big thing for them. So a project I'm working on. I just came back from out west. August 2nd, we're doing a ride from Seattle to Sturgis with a bunch of GoPro athletes.
Yep.
And it's like 1,700 miles in 4 days. And
Wow.
we're gonna.
That's
we're
coming
gonna,
up, right?
Yeah, just in a week or two.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
big
go
circus, yeah.
skydiving. We're gonna go, jumping off bridges. We're gonna do mountain bike races in Big Sky, and maybe see who can brand a buffalo at Yellowstone. Like we're gonna try to capture
Like all
this.
the
and-
things that potentially could break a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything can bring a
Sure,
bone.
there's no pay.
I
There's
can
no
cook.
pay.
No, that's fine. I can just go.
Nobody wants to get paid. We just
Okay, I just want to go. I just YOLO,
Actually,
man.
Greg might pay you to take him with
Yeah,
you, and
I
you
got
can
my
kind
own
of
camera.
close that hole you said you're in.
He sleeps on the roof
Yeah, there you
sometimes.
go.
No, but it sounds
I've done it a lot.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to, I don't know if this was mentioned, but this is going to Sundance.
Yeah.
Well, we've submitted to Sundance, and we're hoping we can get in there and some other places. But
Amazing.
final say hasn't been released. But fingers crossed, that'd be really fun.
I just came back from spending a few days with Harley.
Yeah.
And you know that. And so I'm sure you're going to be going out there for the 110th, right?
Yeah, I'm working on a few things with them for that. as
Yeah.
well,
So my plan is to ride my Harley out there for
There
the
we go.
110th. So I'd love to hook up with you in there.
Sure, we'll get a big. It'll be like wild hogs from Minnesota.
Let's do it.
Just-
Oh, yeah.
We'll get a couple doctors and lawyers and just roll into town.
Perfect.
Gotta get
That'd be
bite.
fun.
Yeah.
Now, you, Christian, you also brought some different pictures that we want to get up and show here. To describe a couple of these pictures that
Sure.
we're throwing up here right now of what you
Can
got
you
working.
tell me which one you got up, and I'll. They're all
The one of
together.
everybody, yeah.
Okay, well, I know there's one picture. My good friend Brian Kaczynski, he's got a bomb suit on, and he's doing pull-ups at a pull-up bar. I mean, these guys are constant entertainment, and they just part of the what we do over there is we put these shows on, but a lot of people can't get to the shows. So
Right.
we spend the day building ramps and trying to visit people and just hang out. So we go to the EOD guys, explosive ordnance guys, and we'll play with the robots and put the bomb suit on so you can do the most push-ups. And we're just clowning around. There's a picture of my friend Catfish, who's one of the announcers. He's actually riding up what used to be the world's largest chandelier. And it's in one of the buildings where we dropped the first bomb, and the chandelier is kind of falling down, as you can see, and he's going up on his bike and coming down. And I brought you guys a piece of that chandelier.
Oh!
You can put in your studio here somewhere. I think they call this a war trophy, and I could probably get arrested for this. So
we won't tell anybody. No, literally.
Give it to Mrs.
Just the internet world.
But this is from that, and I thought maybe you guys could hang that somewhere in here. But kind of a fun little memento. Saddam would roll over his grave knowing this is happening right now.
So something from Saddam's house, the Studio 24 in downtown Minneapolis. We'll definitely put some pictures up on the website. We'll be tweeting about it and sharing it with all of you.
Greg's nervous.
What he doesn't want his fingerprints on it.
Thanks, Greg.
It's nice though.
The funny thing about Saddam is it's plastic, so everything he did was a facade.
You
he would
cheap
have these,
son of a...
Right. We did these marble palaces, and it was just a marble veneer, and it was all really poured concrete underneath it. So really,
But still, I mean, that's this
So
is
what was your
incredible.
what was something that surprised you when you were in Baghdad that for the rest of us obviously that have not been there, but what was something like when you went there that like you were like shocked to find or see or learn with the people or the atmosphere there?
I think it's so hot there. I don't know anybody would live there. I mean, it is so hot, and we're talking
because it's been humid here in Minneapolis.
No, we're
humid
talking like
or just
136 degrees, and I remember one day specifically I had a black T-shirt on, and I just remember drinking water all day, thinking I haven't sweated at all and haven't gone to the bathroom. And I came home and I just had white rings on my shirt, like you just evaporate all day.
Wow.
But the biggest misconception for me is that we're not at war with Iraq. It's like we're fighting the Iraqi mafia.
Okay.
Most of the people in the cities are really supportive, and they know what we've done and they appreciate it.
Okay.
The trouble is, if we had a country driving through our streets here, we'd want them out eventually as well. I mean, that's
of course
acceptable, but they are really on our team, and that's something a lot of people don't get.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you stopping by the show and coming out and sharing your experiences here with everybody out there. And, it's been interesting. And check out more. You can follow Christian at facebook.com/BikesOverBaghdad. You're on Twitter.
BikesOverBaghdad.com has all the social media links from it.
That's right.
And we'll have that up on our site.
Yep, we'll have that up on our site, so you can definitely check it out because it was, it's great what you're doing and how you're giving back, and I really appreciate you doing what you do.
It's been rewarding and a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So
God bless
I feel,
you and everything
feel lucky.
you do.
Yeah.
So just to recap, the events going on, just as we wind it up here, JD.
Yep, make sure. So the Midwest Global Fest going on, or Dance Fest, excuse me. You could check out the race, most amazing race that Salvation Army is putting on, and that by going to see the Target fireworks on Saturday. If you're looking for your free pick and you're an 80s baby like I am, you can find me at Powderhorn Park tomorrow night watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And other than that, we'll be back here next week with more events.
And also next week's very special guest, my calm mom, as I like to call her, Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon will be in the studio talking about her shows and not telling embarrassing stories about each other.
Okay,
disclaimer.
We would also like to thank our sponsors, Sorella Wine and Spirits, Behind the Scenes Fashion Store, Paul the Artist Peterson for providing all the great art in the studio.
Absolutely.
And we'd also like to thank 1323 Photography for all the great photos. Check out our website for more information on our sponsors.
And our glam squads, I gotta say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And our glam squad.
Check out the
I got
website.
makeup on me tonight.
They did a good job, right?
Can I go out afterwards?
Yeah, so he's gonna go, you wearing makeup?
I know, right?
Oh, no.
I have to go home
No.
first.
I don't even know what that's like, dog.
I saw you.
I saw you.
As always, we can keep the conversation going.
going.
As always, we like to keep the conversation going on Twitter, hashtag #TheIcePack. And we look forward to hearing from you guys more. And of course, if you want You can see everything happening in the Twin Cities at www.theicepack.com. Click on what's happening. JD's got all the information updated for everything that you heard about here on the show. And feel free to put anybody on ice if you know of anything going on in Twin Cities, celebrities stopping by, anything like that. Tweet us, DM us, anything that you have, and we want to put it up on the website as well because we're very much about putting everything out there in full exposure. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and to everybody out there, have a great week. And for everybody in studio, cheers and salute.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ice pack.
Ice pack.
Cheers.